Oftentimes in life, we need to amplify what's right so we can silence what isn't. We need to turn the volume up on what's good so that we can mute out what's not. When I was 16, I was the proud owner of a Jeep CJ7. This was a dark green, tan roof, big tires, awesome Jeep. And I loved driving this Jeep, but what I didn't love was all the rattles. And I remember taking little pieces of cardboard and sticking them in corners, wedging them in, trying to stop the rattling. And eventually I just gave up. Too many rattles. What did work was buying a louder radio. And I just crowded out all the rattles. You know, and I think that oftentimes in life, that's a great approach. Amplify what's good so that you just mute out what's not. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't try to address problems or fix things. But I think sometimes there isn't always a cure. You can't always solve every single problem. But what we can choose is to illuminate, to bring attention and energy and focus to what's working in our lives. In a conversation earlier today with Jake Burke for our podcast, Jake is, by the way, the father of Jack Burke, one of our recipients, 11 years old, who went to go see the world's greatest magic show. And I had a conversation with Jake this morning about some of the struggles that Jack endures. I talked to him about the charity that they started called Cure NF with Jack. And we talked about what you can do in life. And that oftentimes when you are fighting a life-threatening illness, when you are battling something that is trying to take you down, that you can't always fix every problem, but you can focus on what you do have. I think many of us can relate to this, where we wake up each day and it's easy to look around and see what's missing. What don't we have in our home? You know, what don't we possess internally, or at least we feel that way? You know, what's missing in our lives? How much money is not in our bank account, or whatever it might be? It's just a scarcity mindset. It's what's missing. Versus looking around and saying, I'm so appreciative of what I have. You know, what can I highlight? What can I amplify that is working? I think this strategy works in our personal lives. I think this strategy works in our business lives when we do an 80-20 analysis on our business and we say what 20% is creating 80% of our results. Let's amplify that 20%. How can we mute out the 20% that's causing all the stress? How can we mute that out? And how can we do more of what's working to crowd out what isn't? Think about how you can apply this to your life today. Think about how you can turn the volume up on things that are right so that you can silence the things that aren't. Now, I encourage you to find the cure, fix the problem. If you can solve the problem of the rattle, wonderful. But if you can't, turn the volume up on what you do love, on what is great, because that's a way that we can experience some of the best there is to offer in life, some of the best of the greatest moments of our lives. So that's my message for you today. I encourage you to take action on this now. Sit down with a pen, with a paper, write out what can I amplify in my life that's going well. At the end of each day, write down 3 to 5 positive things that you can celebrate. Families at dinner, ask, what can we celebrate that happened today? When you're tucking your kids into bed, ask, what can you celebrate today? When you're sipping a glass of wine with your partner or your spouse, ask, what can we celebrate about today? When you're approaching any moment in life where you can simply choose to illuminate, do so, and you'll experience greatness. I thank you for your time. Comment on this video below, share your thoughts with me, and until next time, keep living your life in the front row. Take care, everybody.